Good evening, everyone. This is the October 25, 2023 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. This open meeting is being operated as a hybrid format under Chapter 22 of the Acts of 2022. The public can join the meeting remotely by dialing 1-408-650-3123 and then using access code 942-845-549, or you can join via computer at global.gotomeeting.com/join/942-845-549. All supporting materials for tonight's meeting have been provided to the commissioners, and it's also available on the town's website, and the public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda for tonight's meeting. My name is Michael Garland. I'm chairman of the Auburn Conservation Commission. Let me confirm that members are available to participate in this evening's meeting. So when I call your name, please answer in the affirmative. Tom Fallon.
Here.
Michelle Colross.
Here.
Megan Langley.
Here.
Christopher Carey.
Here.
Jesse Averka.
Here.
All right. And please note that this meeting is being recorded by Auburn Cable Television. So, having said that, the first item on tonight's agenda is a 7 p.m. public hearing. Andrew Mallard, a notice of intent for property at 7 Marion Avenue to install a pipe for new water service. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Mr. Belloc, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the Commission, Wayne Belloc, Land Design Collaborative. Here on behalf of the property owner, Catherine Brossman, who's unable to attend tonight. Since we last met with the Commission, if you recall, there was just a little bit of review from at least one of the Commission members on the presentation a couple weeks ago. And it looked like the board was poised to take some action following that. Since we last met the following morning, Mr. Chairman, I did receive a letter from, or an email from DEP Zero Section Chief Judy Schmidt, who indicated the comments that were raised in their issuance of the DEP file number were pretty much null and void, as she based the comments on the original sketch
Right.
of the filing. So that being said, I'll defer to the Commission, Mr. Chairman, on where you folks would like to take this.
All right. I don't have any questions. Are there any questions from the Commission?
No.
Are there any questions from the public? In that case, there being none, is there a motion to close?
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Thank you, Mr. Belloc.
Thank you,
We'll
Mr. Chairman.
render a decision, probably this evening.
Much appreciated. You folks stay safe and healthy. Enjoy your holidays.
Thank you.
Take care.
Well, that took about 30 seconds. We had received, I'm going to skip around just so we can move things along. We received a request for a certificate of compliance for 23 Brook Street. We also received, I believe, an as-built plan. I think, as members of the commission know, we normally like to take a look. So we can discuss maybe making a site visit either this weekend or the following weekend to review that plan. But it should be in your packets for tonight's meeting. And then, Jesse, with respect to 25 Vinyl Street, what's going on with that?
So with that, we sent them the letter. I haven't received any sort of official filing, but I did see today the assessor's office sent up their abutters list.
Okay,
So I know that they requested that, which is usually, the first thing that I see before filing. So I
okay,
would expect that we'll see that soon.
okay. Well, since we're all gathered here and we have a couple minutes before the next public hearing, we normally meet once a month in November and December. And so I wanted to survey the commission to see what the best dates during those months would be. Michelle's indicated that she's going to be away between November 11th and the 18th. I was going to suggest the first meeting in November would be normally November 8th, which is the second Wednesday of the month. I was going to suggest or propose November 8th for our next meeting. And then for December, the second Wednesday in December would be December 13th. So what are your thoughts about doing it then?
I'm agreeable with that. Those
Okay,
days.
So the 8th?
I was gonna, yeah, November 8th and then December 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to do a motion or anything, so. And it being 7:05, the next matter on our agenda is 7:05 public hearing. Michael J. Walsh of Walsh Engineering, notice of intent for property at 15 Hard Scrabble Road to install a 47-foot by 64-foot covered storage area adjacent to the existing building. Is there a motion to open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed to vote. Mr. Walsh, come on up.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman,
Good evening, sir.
committee members. I'm here with Paul Degnan of Casella.
Hello.
You can tell
Good
your
evening.
role at Casella.
I'm the general manager of the facility at 15 Hartscrabble.
You have appeared before us in the past, sir.
I have, yes.
So I appreciate you coming in this evening. So any event, we, as I think you know, we're well acquainted with the facility at 15 Hartscrabble Road. Mr. Walsh went over, provided a very detailed presentation at our last meeting. I think some members of the commission wanted the opportunity to, since they hadn't been up there, to take a look. I mean, the plan speaks for itself. I think the application is thorough. So I have no questions. I don't know if anyone else on the commission has any questions.
It's clean to me.
Okay. Any questions from the audience? All right. Told you should have zoomed in.
These are the good ones to show.
Yeah, that's right.
There being no questions, is there a motion to close?
I make a motion to close the public hearing?
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. All right.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the
Yeah.
consideration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you last week for showing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, I'll give you that one so you know we're not cashing it. Thank you.
I'm
Sorry.
probably on a Call of Duty.
Yeah, I've never called in before. That's hard, just by the way, PS.
Yeah, it seemed like a
Especially-
process.
Well, with nails,
Oh, yeah.
and I had no pen handy, so I was trying to screenshot the numbers,
Got it.
and then every time I hit it with my nail, I would hit the wrong digit, and then it would send me all the way back, and I'd have to call in again.
Oh, yeah.
So that just kept happening, and then you would call me and say, "Are you doing it?"
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, "Yes."
Well, that's what I
You were determined.
Yeah, made it work.
See, I've never had nails,
Yeah,
so that,
yeah.
I-
So that was, and I was rushing, trying to do it, so I couldn't, like, usually I can remember all of those numbers, but I was rushing and it was like,
High pressure situation.
oh, so high pressure. So, but thank you for the effort. We really do appreciate it. Anyway, okay, we have a couple minutes. We have like 2 minutes, so again, for the sake of being efficient, let's review the meeting minutes for September 27th. We didn't take them up the last time because I don't think we had a quorum. My memory anyway. But I could be wrong.
on the
Okay, on both of the minutes, I'm not sure that the counts match up with the number of people at the meeting.
Oh.
Or at least,
Okay. Well, we can address that in a moment. I guess the first question is there anything substantive that needs to be changed or amended?
Just one typo on page 2, the word "he." One of them needs to be stricken, it's doubled. Glenn Kowalski stated that the contractor told him he never looked.
Okay.
Good catch.
We can amend that.
oh, and I think I was wrong also, so never mind.
Yeah, because you actually were remote.
Yeah.
You were remote that day, so I think we had 5 people. Having said that, I don't see any need, aside from the second he, I don't have any other changes to the meeting minutes. Does anyone else? In that case, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of September 27, 2023 as amended?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I
Do we need any abstentions? No. So, okay, it's a vote. Okay, the next item on our agenda is a 7:10 public hearing. Scott Zimsick for determination of applicability for property at 729 Oxford Street South to complete a septic system repair. Is there a motion to open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. Is there anyone here on behalf of Mr. Zimzik? So if you look in your packets, we have received a plan from Norman Hill. He indicates there are wetlands across the street more than 65 away. However, that does trigger jurisdiction. So I think, again, since we normally like to make inspections, I think we should take a look at this before our next meeting, if that's agreeable to the commission.
Yes, and in terms of the,
Is this the
okay, never mind.
Is this a property that we went out and looked at before, where they were gonna they leveled the house and took it away, and then they were gonna put in the new one?
I don't recall.
No,
Right now,
no, the house is still there.
the house is still there? Okay.
Ma'am,
all
can
right.
you identify yourself, please?
I'm in a butter,
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I live above them.
okay,
Okay.
what's your name and what's your address?
One Glenfield.
Okay,
Okay.
so ma'am, do you have some concerns about this project?
No, I just have a concern about what you expect people to do with their septic where there is no town sewerage down there.
Well,
Because it's a very small lot.
well, in fact, apparently what he's going to do is he's going to put in a new septic system. And so, at least that's what my understanding is.
Right.
And what we do is because it's located within 100 foot of a wetland area, that triggers our jurisdiction. And so what he's asking is whether, based on what he submitted, we will give him what's called a negative determination of applicability, meaning he doesn't have to do anything further with us. But if we feel that that a full blown plan needs to be filed, we would then issue a positive determination, and he would then have to file a document called a notice of intent. So, why are you shaking your head, ma'am?
No, he isn't even here.
Well, I understand that. So we're going to continue this anyway because, as I think I said before, we do like to make these inspections and see it for ourselves. So having said that, is there a motion to continue this matter to our hearing on November 8th?
So moved.
What time would that be, Jesse?
Let's see. That's closed.
Would be
That would be 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, they're both closed.
So Tom's made a motion to continue the public hearing for Mr. Zimzik's determination of applicability to November 8th at 7 p.m. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Should we request that someone be at the next meeting on their behalf, or do we need, I don't know, it just
Well,
seems like it's difficult to discuss when there's.
You know, there should be a presentation.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is that, and, you know, I mean, Mr. Hill, I think, has appeared before us in the past. It's possible he has another hearing this evening, but no one called you, right?
No, no one reached out to me.
So I think what we can do is we can send a letter to Mr. Hill indicating that we've continued the public hearing to November 8th and requesting that he appear, which he should know anyway. So,
Okay.
I take your point. So there's been a motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed to vote. All right, so ma'am,
Mhm.
our next hearing is going to be on November 8th at 7 PM. So if you'd like to come by then, feel
I
free.
have no problem with him doing it.
Okay,
There are three houses that share a well down there.
I see.
So that was my only concern, what are you guys gonna make them do? Because like I said, we're the only street in town that has no town sewage or town water.
Okay. I understand. And I mean, clearly, the Board of Health would get involved. The Board of Health would certainly make certain that there's no impact of a new septic on the well, the water
Yeah,
supply.
it won't be, my well's far enough away, I would think.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the record, I don't have town water or sewage.
So I guess she's not the only one.
I'm pretty confident that it's not the only
I
street.
understand.
Out of town, sure.
The next matter on our agenda is 7:15 PM public hearing, BSC Group, a notice of intent for 369 Southbridge Street. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed to vote. Good evening, sir. Long time no see.
Mr. Chairman, yes. Members of the commission, nice to see you. Thanks for hearing me tonight. I just wanted to kind of reconnect. We have had a little bit of movement there were a number of things that were kind of in the air with the whole project down at Goddard Park. So we're ready to try to get through to a permit from the commission and then move on with our Chapter 91 filing and so forth.
Okay.
So I just essentially, I think we left off in a fairly reasonable place where we'd seen a peer review from Ecotech, which had very reasonable recommendations. And I wanted to make sure I knew what you need to see from us in order to move forward. And I think that's a plan sheet that demonstrates where we think that native plantings would be appropriate, restoration of riverfront and buffer zone along the library parcel, and the detail on trees that need to come out for the bridge and the walkway by the firehouse.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think there was also, there was like some Japanese knotweed. There was some discussion about like invasive controls in that area. That was another point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that was definitely noted in the Ecotech report. So I think that's all. I think there's a good opportunity to deal with invasives in that whole channel and stream pond bank, and then do some nice improvements to wildlife habitat throughout the project area.
That would be excellent. So how long would it take you to submit a plan to us?
I'm hoping that by, what did you say, November 8th is your
November
next?
8th. Yes.
I'm hoping I can get you something by then.
Okay.
I would like to, because we need to move that Chapter 91 forward, and that takes 1,000,000 years, so we want to get that rolling and have to get past you folks first.
Okay. So we'll continue the public hearing then to November 8th. And with any luck, you'll be able to get the plan to us, and we'll see what happens.
Great.
And this has nothing to do with us really, but were you able to go to one of the boys or girls clubs and get those birdhouses made by any chance?
That we have not broached yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, I think
I
that would
haven't
be
forgotten.
good. I think that would be something we can we can pursue
Okay,
once we're gonna have time
okay,
to pursue that.
all right.
We did have a Boy Scout, remember, years ago? Did like
Yes.
the Scout project, and he built bat houses and came in and we're like, go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, volunteer, so
Mhm.
it's great.
Yeah, I was a scoutmaster for several years, and one of my eagles did bat houses.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
so that's a great idea.
Excellent.
How much time in advance of the hearing do you need?
So, I mean, if it's all right with the commission members, as long as I get it, you know, let's say the day before the hearing, I can get it online. So if you guys are all right with receiving the plan, you know, at the hearing,
Sure.
you know, so we can try to move it along.
I mean, because we're basically
Meet in the middle.
97% there, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So as long as I mean, even if it's the day of, as long as I get it with enough time to post it online as well, then we'll make it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's much appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Thank
Okay.
you for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Have a good evening.
Yeah. Good night, Matt.
So I'll take a motion then to continue the public hearing.
Motion to continue the public hearing to 11/8 at 7:05 PM.
Yep. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Okay. So the only other things we have left, we have the meeting minutes for the last meeting. I have no changes to the meeting minutes for October 11th.
I propose we accept the meeting minutes for October 11th.
Is there a second?
A second?
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Same.
Okay. It's a vote. All right, we have two orders of condition to issue. So for 7 Marion Avenue, is there a motion?
I don't have my cheater glasses on me tonight, so.
Here.
Oh, really? Come on.
Nice
Oh, please call. I know, I missed the last two meetings, so I guess I missed. Getting there, all right. I make a motion that we issue orders of conditions for 7 Marion Ave, a standard order plus the following special conditions.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, 'd like to propose we put 12 in there as well,
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
and 13. I don't know if there is 13.
There
I
is
strike 13, so yeah,
Okay.
11 and 12.
All right, so standard order plus 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11,
11 and 12.
and 12. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. And then for for Hardscrabble Road.
One of my fellow commissioners can handle this one, it's just a covered area, right?
Correct.
Here you go, Michelle.
I need,
Sure.
I like the- I like the
I need all of it because like seriously, like go ahead, just do it. Just do it. You're so much better at it than I am. And I have my braces in, so like really.
You have your braces on? What does that have anything to do with?
Well, I just can't speak. Go ahead. You go.
Sure. I scoff at you.
I make a motion that we issue orders of conditions for 15 Hardscrabble Road, the following, a standard order plus the following special conditions. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, so the motion is standard order plus 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 11. Is there,
I just have a question.
sure,
Since the property has detention basins, but they're not in the scope of the project, they don't need to be specifically
that's right.
mentioned.
Because when they've, come here before, those have been included.
Okay.
So it's maintained.
Okay.
All right, it's included. So it was a motion with the standard order plus 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 11. Is there a second? I think, did you say 9, 2?
9, 2,
Nine.
yes.
I was
Yep.
just gonna say
All right,
like
1,
9 and
2, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 11. There's been a second. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. Okay.
Actually, to Megan's point, we get this. They're supposed to be sending us reports on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they sending us reports? You
Yeah,
get
we've
the
received reports,
Okay, all right,
yeah.
cool. All right.
They comply, which is great.
Okay, all right. That is fantastic news.
I know, huh? And then finally, the only other thing that came in our package was a letter from National Grid talking about maintenance activities, pole replacement project on Franklin Street. So again, they don't have to file with us, but they are notifying us because they should notify us. So they did notify us. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. There's a map on the backside of that notification there. All right, folks, I'm not gonna be available this weekend. I would suggest we do, but again, you can visit, we need to visit 729 Oxford Street if we have the opportunity. We should also visit 32 Brook Street, oh, I'm sorry, 23 Brook Street in connection with the request for certificate of compliance. If this weekend is not convenient, I'm available the following Saturday. And I can send.
What's the following Saturday?
That would be
The
the
4th.
November 4th, you're right. Okay,
I can probably do either one. I'm just gonna bring this up. You know why I asked if that was the property that we went to visit where they leveled, where they took the house up? Do you remember that
I
house?
do, yeah.
The one right near the fire department?
Yeah.
They're doing work there. I mean, should we just pop in and just see how
Oh,
that's
sure.
coming around?
Absolutely.
Since we're gonna be out and about,
Yeah, I think it's a great
just
idea.
kind of go look at it,
Mhm.
see what's going on.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
all right,
No, I noticed that too. They finally started work, so.
yeah.
All right, does anyone have any new business?
Oh, we're gonna look at this too? That's what we're gonna
That's
look at?
23 Brook Street.
Okay, right, yeah, we're gonna go look just for fun.
Just for fun.
Because it's always surprising. See if they've ripped up anyone.
25 Vinyl Street?
We
You don't have the Jeep anymore, huh?
No.
That was fun, except for like a couple of times, well, yeah.
The one I always
It was
killed you?
close calls, but
Yeah.
it's okay, I felt safe,
I know.
never worried for
They're
a
in the
second.
process of filing.
Mike, on the other hand, he was in the front.
What?
What else killed
When he
you?
had the Jeep and we were like out in traffic and you were like, ah.
Yeah.
I had
tell you.
forgotten about that.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
It's okay.
I think I'm feeling symptoms. So for 25 Vial Street, they're going to be filing a request for determination of applicability. Actually, they should have done it by now, but Jesse informs me that they ordered the butters list, and so hopefully we can get them to submit that for our next meeting.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been doing any work over there.
No, it's still nothing going on with
So,
that. Yeah.
okay, if there's no other new business, is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye.